Okay.
I only need them 4 hours of reverie.
As you two are watching, a couple of things happen. The wind is just outside, and you swear you hear giggling. But, Wayland, the situation goes from creepy to worse.
Good.
As Esme is sitting there, and she goes, and you look over at her, and she's clutching her stomach, looks up at you, pleading. And as she does that, you can see her face contorting. What do you do?
I'm going to physically punch Caecilius to try and wake him up, and then go attempt to grapple her.
Caecilius.
Well, she was probably already chained, right? I'm sure we set up some chains however we could.
Where would we have chained him to?
Yeah, there's nothing.
That.
She ain't chained.
Yeah.
You punch Caecilius. Caecilius, your eyes snap awake, and you can see the light reflector from the lantern on the far wall as you're sleeping with your back to them, and you see the shadow of Esme just as she grows in stature. You immediately turn around and can see her.
I'm sure I'm up at this point.
Oh yeah, you're like.
I'm
Sorry.
gonna cast slow on Esme.
Okay.
Do I still get to grapple him?
Yes, you had said you would. In fact, I think it's reasonable that we roll initiative at this point.
Alright,
Esme,
this is my
I'm
initiative.
sorry. You're just going to have to
10.
chill on this one.
Can I roll my attack rolls?
You will be forced to roll your attack rolls, yes.
So, initiative is 10 for Driessa.
You already were going to. Don't
What's
take pleasure.
your initiative? What's your initiative? 5?
Alright, Lydia, roll me a d20 and add plus 1.
12.
I was also 10.
Yeah, you got her next.
So, just so we're clear, Esme does go first.
Okay. Cool.
I'm sorry.
Alright, you see her just... And she looks at Wayland. Oh, here comes Maisie coming to see what's up. It's okay, Maisie, it's not a real werewolf, don't worry.
Guys, is everyone around the table okay?
And she rears back and just slashes across you. And as she does, you catch her eyes for a second, and they're Esme's eyes, and she looks like she's pleading at you. Lydia, roll me a d20, please.
15.
Okay. You are not in your armor right now. Well, you were on watch.
Yeah.
You can be in your armor. You're not. You would not sleep in your heavy armor. In lighter armor, you can sleep in, but heavy armor, you gotta take it off. You're in yours. So what'd you roll?
15.
21 is the AC.
You don't have your shield on.
That's true,
You're
so
19.
19.
She gotcha.
Yes,
You know what? You rolled a 14 lid?
15.
15, yes, okay, yes. 15, definitely gotcha. Lydia, would you like to roll damage? 2d4 plus 2, please.
Oh man, if Esme kills somebody, it's gonna be so good.
So
Oh,
that's
is it?
4.
Okay, you take 6 points of damage,
Uh-huh.
and she kind of claws at you and grabs you and pulls you towards her a little bit. Roll a d20, please.
It's a 2.
Okay. She tries to bite you. You dodge out of the way, and you feel her teeth hitting the kind of shoulder pauldron of your armor. Feel her hot breath and saliva. She kind of pulls back, lets go of you, sort of shoves you to the side, and just... You can see her shadow just blotting out every other shadow lit from the lantern. Driessa.
Holy shit. Alright. I am... God, seeing that... yeah, I'm gonna try and cast slow. So, wisdom save.
Am I using my wisdom?
Yeah, you maintain your mental stats.
I passed it. I rolled a 17, and I have a plus 3.
Man, you cast it, she's just like...
You can make me divine reroll that, though.
Yeah!
You
Ooh.
can choose to do so.
Yes! Divine
I
reroll.
almost want to give her an inspiration for that.
Actually,
It's so
she deserves, I'm
counterproductive.
gonna spend mine on
Yeah.
that.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Oh, actually, I already gave away mine, so...
Fail, right?
Yes, that's
Oh, yeah, just... Clearly affected by the spell.
So, you are now slow minus 2 penalty
Yep.
to AC and
One
dex
attack.
saves.
Yep.
So-
Just one attack.
Dex save if you're trying to grapple her, right?
Mhm.
Isn't that Dex?
Right.
It's not. It's actually strength.
Oh, okay.
Or Dex, whichever you'd rather.
With which she would rather strength,
Yeah.
but.
Mm-mm.
But I think, given if you're trying to restrain her with chains
Yeah.
or whatever, I would give you an advantage against a slowed creature. 'Cause while she can react with strength, she can't react quickly. Caecilius, it's your turn.
I'm assuming you're real quick though. As a werewolf, is she probably gonna try and do werewolfy things or spelly things?
She would not be casting
Okay.
spells.
I can't use.
She's
a
kind of
voice
got
or
like
anything.
from the seeing her in her eyes. It sounds like she's kind of got like her mind, but her body's doing as it pleases almost. And I don't think a wolf would be casting spells.
Mm-mm.
We're
What
in
you got,
Bermuda.
Kai?
I guess I'll use my action to get the chains.
All right, you kind of slide, like you were laying on the ground, and you sort of push and slide and clamber over to your pack. I imagine is where the chains would be kept.
Carry 'em. I would use my interact to draw my sword. I think I would.
Yeah, you draw. It's kind of laying beside you. Draw your sword, clamber over on your arms, grab the chains, and just it's a huge. I mean, they're pretty big. They're big enough to restrain. Wayland, your turn, sir.
I'm going to attempt to grapple
Okay.
the werewolf now.
Well,
Yes.
roll. Here's what we're gonna do. You're rolling athletics.
Mhm.
Lydia, you're gonna roll athletics as well. Lydia, I am going to give you only +2 on the check instead of anything higher. So you're rolling athletics +2, or you're rolling a d20 +2.
Okay, good, because I have
And-
+6.
Yeah.
She is slowed, yeah?
But that's not affecting this.
Oh, yeah, it's not.
Beyond the plus.
Well,
two
it
you're
is.
giving
I'm
her.
reducing it.
Okay.
I fucking critted it.
You rolled a 20.
Yeah, she
Okay. You try to restrain her, and in fact, she,
I don't have anything. Dude, yeah.
I'm gonna spend my inspiration to reroll it.
no,
We're gonna force you.
you're under my control right
Yeah.
now. You're
But-
rolling the dice, but you're an NPC.
Can we force her to use
You
a
can
divine
do that,
reroll?
yes.
Do we want to use it on this one?
Go for it.
Or we should
Actually,
save
you
it
know
in
what?
case one of us
You know
freaking
what?
dies.
I will let you use the inspiration out of your own sheer force of will.
Okay.
You see him coming and just like, "Ah!" You are shoving him back. Now, are you re-rolling or is he re-rolling?
I'm rerolling. I
Okay.
rolled a crit.
Would you roll?
I rolled an 18.
Okay, go ahead.
I rolled 5.
Okay. She seems to be like just pushing you back, and again you see her eyes sort of lock with yours, and it's almost like for a moment she lets up, and you're able to just kind of grab her. You pin one of her arms behind her and kind of grab onto her fur. I mean, she's huge. In fact,
Yeah.
she leans forward and it lifts you off the ground, but you've got her pretty well
But
grappled.
she's still cute, right? Like huge in a
Yeah, I mean,
cute
she's like a
way.
cute wolf. Like she looks like Maid Marian from that old Disney cartoon.
Robin
Like,
Hood.
yeah, kind of cute. It is Esme's turn. Make me a wisdom saving throw. Actually, that happens at the end of your turn. So the first thing she does is try to grab Wayland and throw him off, and we're gonna call that an opposed athletics check again. D20 +2 for you.
I rolled a 5 again.
rolled
That's an 8 from me.
Do you even
boss.
have a?
A one's an auto.
What'd you
fail, though,
roll,
right?
Lydia?
I rolled a 5.
Yeah, you failed. She
No, I
grabs
don't
him.
have any inspiration.
You roll a d6. You take that much damage as she throws you across the room.
I'll give this to my dude. For
It's
next
by
go
your
round.
Fritos.
Yeah.
It's right
I take
here.
2 damage.
You guys see Wayland hit the ground and just kind of slide across it, hits the far wall. Triessa. And yeah, as she throws off,
She needs to make.
Oh!
That was her turn, right?
Yes.
Wisdom save to hold on to the slow.
You're right. Wisdom save to hold on to the throw.
I rolled an 11.
And my thing
Still
is
failed.
15.
Yep, you're still slowed.
Okay.
And it is your turn, Triessa.
So if she's still slowed and that's concentration, I'm going to.
Wait, what? I'm a +3, and I rolled an 11.
So you got a 14. What's your save?
15.
Okay.
You're good.
Alright. I am going to aid Waylon in restraining her, maybe by, I doubt it, 10 Could I possibly mage hand and give him assistance?
I think Mage Hand is a good way to describe it. At the very least, you're being confusing for her. Like, you're just like, yeah, go on. And the Mage Hand is like grabbing her leg and then pulling her fur. Yeah, I think that's a perfect opportunity
Actually,
for the
no.
help action.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that. But I also
Wiley, thank you. Wiley just gave us another inspiration
Damn,
trying to save
that's
you.
the same one we had.
Yeah,
so
that
we
is-
got 2 still, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
me too.
that is very kind of you, Wiley.
Thank you,
Thank you, Wiley.
In fact, this is the Wiley die.
The wild guy.
Could we say Diley?
Diley Hobbit.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll mage hand
Actually-
and assist him.
DM prerogative. Wiley has given us 2 divine inspirations tonight. Y'all got a nat 20. Use it as you will. My man gave 2 divine inspirations all himself.
So this is a nat 20,
Mhm.
no other
This
reason.
This is a one-time exception.
The Wiley 20.
That is the Wiley 20. Nah, you still got the other reroll.
A nat
too.
Wiley.
Still got the
a
other
reroll and a nat
Mhm,
20.
mhm.
A nat Wiley.
That's the Wiley 20.
We are
Alright.
holding on to that.
So you're doing the help
20.
action?
Yes.
Alright, yeah, you're just and your mage hand is like tugging at fur, like patting her on the shoulder, slapping
Scratching
her
her butt a
yeah,
little.
sticking a finger in her nose. Caecilius.
Scruffing her.
If that's the case, then I'll probably use my interact to toss the chains to Wayland.
Alright.
And look somewhat apologetically, but with a flourish of the sword. Come in. Well, I made a promise.
Okay.
No, yeah.
I will be attacking.
I expected you to.
I don't think that got it though. Let's see, that's a 12.
Nope. No. Yes, that does get her.
Do I take this from my hit points?
No.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, that's 14 damage.
Okay.
And then second attack gets it. And yeah, I don't think I'll drop a smite in there.
Thanks.
For 9 more.
It's usually not good to smite your teammates.
Okay. I mean, yeah, Caecilius just like comes in, re-rolling d10s, two-handed.
It would. I got dueling, so
Oh yeah, gotcha.
So,
So
I'm
it's actually better. to
Still
do that,
just
yeah. I mean, and it burns. The wounds kind of sizzle where he slashes across you. Looks like you do a pretty good number. Wayland.
Alright, I'm gonna.
She seems distracted by Caecilius. You see a spectral mage hand pulling, like tugging on her fur. It's like a
I'm
skeletal
gonna hold her
hand.
like you do a cat, like right here.
Yeah, right in the nape of the neck.
I'm gonna try and like get the chains around her and kind of bind her down with the using the chains.
Okay, making a grapple action here. I'm going to give you advantage on this. Lydia, you are opposing with the +2.
15 plus 7.
I got a 16 total.
So 15 plus 7 would be 22.
All right, so here's what happens. It's not going to be restrained yet, but you've got her grappled. You come running in after Kai slashes at her. You kind of come running and you throw a chain on one side of her, and it sort of goes sailing around her neck. You sort of slide to the other side and grab it as you kind of run past her and pull them tight to yourself. Wrap your arms around it, trying to hold. So you've got the chain kind of wrapped around her once. All right, on Esme's turn. Roll me a die, high, low. Low, she's attacking you. High, she's attacking Kai.
D6?
Yeah, whatever die.
I feel so bad right now.
She is focused on Kai now with that silver
so
blade.
it's 10 plus your dex typically, right? For no armor?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm still at a 10 because I was a negative dex, but I have the +1 armor class from the Beacon Beam, so I'm a flat 10.
Nice. Lydia, roll me a d20, please. This is your claw attack.
I got
Oh, you're still slowed, aren't you?
Yeah.
She goes for the bite. She comes in, and she's pulling against the chain. Waylon's just, like, his boots are sliding across the floor. What'd you roll?
An 11.
Gotcha, my dude. Lydia needs you to please roll me 1d8, add 2 to the damage. And Sean, I need a Constitution saving throw, please, my dude.
That would be a 19.
You're good. What'd you do for damage?
8.
Alright. She comes at you just and towering above you. You sort of look up. She digs in, bites into your chest. Kind of doesn't get a good grab on it. Gets a bite. You kind of shove her face away. There's blood now running down her chin. Esme, make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Okay. It's an 8 plus a 3.
You are still slowed.
Good.
Driessa, it's your turn.
All
You're
right.
actively rooting against yourself.
And that slow lasts for 1 minute. So how many more?
7 more rounds.
Okay. Have we officially restrained
She's
her?
grappled.
She's
not
grappled.
restrained.
She'll go into restrained after one more round of getting chains on her.
I'm going to use my action to assist again.
Mm-hmm. In fact, you see that skeletal hand come and grab the dangling into the chain, and it loops around her and kind of wraps it around another piece of her, and you're able to kind of grab it and pull it into the bundle you're already holding on. So she's wrapped in 2 layers of the chains now.
All right.
Caecilius.
Hit me.
Yeah, I think he
Help
would
me,
continue to
Caecilius.
do it. I mean, in thinking that if she breaks out, she needs to be weakened.
Yeah? Yep, definite hit.
For 7 damage. For 8 more. So 15 total.
You slash her, she's just... And for a moment it sounds like Esme's voice, and then... Back to the wolf. Wayland. You're being assisted by Driessa.
Wayland is gonna continue to attempt to restrain Esme as best he can.
Roll it.
Still with advantage, right? 'Cause
Yes,
I'm
sir.
being
Still with
assisted.
advantage. She is slowed, and you are being assisted.
Yeah, that's good.
What was that? No, we still have 1 divine reroll.
Yeah. That's obnoxious.
Well,
Stop critting.
no, hold on though, because it's just a +2 that she has. So depending
Yeah.
on your athletics.
I mean, I'm at a +7, so.
20 is not a success.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
She
Yeah,
beat ya.
so let's have her divine reroll.
Yeah,
Let's
do it.
force her hand.
Yeah, there
Okay.
we go.
That's better.
All right, you're grabbing on. Your foot is sliding along. You kind of take another one of the chains and just whip it, and it goes around her legs, and you pull it into yourself, and you just yank. And as you do, it pulls her feet out from under, and she hits the ground, snarling. You pull back on the chains and climb on her back, and you're pushing down and pulling up on the chains. And you have her restrained. And she's just trying to free herself, but you've pulled the chains in really tight. All your strength to pull back on it.